at this jackass. He just went around. What the fuck's he doing, man? I hope your fucking tailpipe.
That dude?
Yeah, that fucking asshole. In a Mustang. If you really want to know what we're doing, get out of your car and come and ask us. That's what I thought. And we're not out here to start fights. That's just the way I am. That's how I speak to people.
And this is what Columbus said. He said, of anything they have, if it be asked for, they never say no, but do rather invite the person to accept it and show as much lovingness as though they would give their heart. It says, he had left men to settle fort there, calling it La Navidad, and returned to Spain to talk about the New World. It says, the natives brought us parrots and balls of cotton and spears and many other things. They willingly traded everything they owned.
They never brought any weapons. Alright, this is Proverbs 10 and 21. The lips of the righteous feed many, but the fools die for want of wisdom. So all you fools over there dancing around like idiots. The Holy Spirit ain't over there, it's right here. It's right here. And it's in every camp that's pushing out the GMS doctrine. Okay? The Holy Spirit is not over there jazzing out to that fucking music. I bet you if there was a white man dressed up like Jesus going over there with long hair, headbanging and shit, everybody would be like, oh, my hero. You guys are disgusting.
Columbus says they were well built with good bodies and handsome features.
Telling you that we had dietary laws.
That's right, because when you follow the Lord's Yahweh Shai's commandments, the quality of your bodies they get better. You know,
you're not fat and bloated with too much sodium.
You're not defiling yourself. You know, because this is your temple. Your body's your temple, and you don't want to defile it.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Pretty good.
What is this? Are we allowed to ask questions?
Yeah, we can ask questions.
Teaching the truth about the Bible, you know, because there's a lot of lies, you know, about like the Son of God, right? When he was on this earth, that's not what he looked like. You know?
He had hair like your child. He actually looked more like your child.
When he was on this earth.
How many eyewitnesses? It says, because there was eyewitnesses during the time of Jesus.
John.
Right?
But do you believe John was an eyewitness?
I haven't read the Bible in that.
Okay, well then how can you say anything like that? How can you tell me what you think about the Bible if you haven't read the Bible?
Okay.
I mean,
can you tell me what eyewitness? Like, in fact, John says it?
John, and I can get you the account.
Yeah,
he was in the island of Patmos. He saw him physically when he was walking around with them, and then he also saw him after his death. Also, Paul seen him, and Paul spoke to him in Hebrew. Now, I can give you a description of what he looks like, or I could just tell you that he was just a black man. Like what people would say, he's a black man. Now, we're not being racist, because there's white people that could be part of this group. There is white people that are Israelites.
Because it's not based on your color, you know. It's
his hair was like wool, right?
Like wool, yeah, like wool.
And it might have even been thicker than hers.
Well, yep,
it might have just been like rough, you know, like burnt, like rough, like thick, like rough.
Yeah, it was
You had
like
to be
wool.
rough in those times.
Yeah. He was
I
rough.
barely can keep myself up in the 2000th century. I can only imagine how they was grooming themselves back then. So to me, that's not the issue, is what his hair looked like. Because we don't even know what all of us look like. What did Hispanics look like in that time? with
black like
white
him.
people.
We were black like him because we all came from Jacob, and Jacob was a black man. Now this is important because you could put your head down on a pillow, or you could put your head down on a rock, and Yahushua put his head down on a rock.
Who did?
The Lord. See, if you have hair that's thick like wool, you can lay it down on a rock and it'll be like a pillow. But my hair wouldn't be that much. My hair is kind of coarse, but if we had froze, we could do that.
Oh yeah, you guys are really trying to make sense of the words that are in that book, huh?
Yeah.
You guys are like reading it and
And
understanding
there's
and knowing.
dictionaries in here, but we're just trying to help everybody understand because the end times are here.
Yeah, the only tricky part about that is somebody might not have the same ideas as what that book is saying.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna get it. Do you know that?
Somebody might have thought that they got collected feathers or something like back then.
You know what?
Chicken
The
feathers
government
or
thinks that this
dove
is real
feathers.
serious. You know that Governor Brown wants me to have assault rifle weapon permit for me telling you stuff out of this Bible, and you can look that up. He wants me to have an assault rifle permit because this is a sword. It cuts to the spirit. Like a lot of people.
But you know what? That's what's crazy to me too. Like I have my ideas. I have to read the Bible on that, but I just know you ain't supposed to kill nobody.
Exactly.
Because God gives life.
Exactly. So what
He
do you?
gives us power too. If He could give, the Son of Man can walk on water
Yeah.
and part seas. He did that, right?
Yeah.
There was witnesses.
Yeah.
We have power within us.
Yeah.
So much freaking power.
Yeah, there
we
is.
can't even unleash it all at all.
But you know what
It's
helps
crazy.
to unleash it is knowing the real names.
So probably we can do some Matrix stuff if somebody comes at us crazy.
Yeah, that's why they want
As
me to
we
have
go
a permit.
on.
That's what they want me to have a permit to not tell you, so you can learn how to do things like that.
Yeah.
Can I
We're
use
just
this
scared
for-
of the powers. That's all.
Can I use this?
Oh, yeah.
God brings to us.
Yeah,
God is life.
he is like.
Point blank period. He's life. He gives life.
All right, this is Revelation 1 and 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, cloth with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
That's war attire. Paps is something that covers this part so that he doesn't get stabbed in the side.
Is this what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that how you
That's
understand?
John. That's John.
Okay.
John.
Yes.
You're talking of John right now?
Yeah, John's telling you in Revelation.
This is Revelation 1.
His
and-
name is John?
No, no, no.
Okay.
The prophet John, who got the vision and wrote this book in the Revelation, is
He's
telling you.
describing how he looks. Okay. So it says, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So
He had an intense
when
look
you
on
have-
his face.
When you have woolly hair, that looks like a sheep, right? Okay, so who has woolly hair? You know, what nationality has woolly hair?
Yeah, you would
Okay,
think of that.
right? Okay, and it says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Now, the reason John's mentioning the feet, Apostle John, is because he's on the floor worshiping him.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah,
Well, that's exactly what's happening.
When the son of when you're in front of the Son of God, you're gonna be.
He just
bound
brings
down.
you down with his power. Boom.
You're gonna
You
be
just go
bound
down. You can't.
So
Because you
that's
realize
why-
who he is.
That's why he's describing the color of his foot. So if the color of his foot was like fine brass, what's the rest of the color of his body?
Like brass.
Fine brass.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and as if they burned in a furnace, so even a little bit more darker.
Which, man, you need, I don't know, you could think more into that.
And the
Like,
reason,
what is brass? Brass is...
Brass is a metal, is a mineral. It comes in brown. It comes in gold.
like a penny.
But when you burn it, it turns
color-
black.
The color of a penny. If you put a penny in a furnace,
that-
it's gonna
yeah.
get darker. Right? Okay, and how you know that the Son of God was the Negro is that they went into slavery.
And we went into slavery too.
Yeah, the Latinos, this was their land. The natives, this was their land. But Christopher Columbus, he came over here and took advantage and slaughtered all these people, raped them.
Don't
now
use the
that's-
Bible to get angry, though.
No.
Because look, why
Look at
them,
this- look
but
at-
everything happens for a reason, though. Let me
This
say
is
this.
written by white men telling their own history. And
Why
they're-
are
and-
they the only ones?
Exactly, because
writing
he
the
who
Bible?
controls the past controls the future. So they wiped us out and wiped out our books.
Why did
except
God
for this
allow
one.
that?
To punish us. Because we were bad. We're breaking his laws.
God gives life though, sir.
And he takes
gives
it.
Life.
He takes it.
No, God does not
Get Isaiah.
take
Get
life.
Isaiah 45:7.
God does not take life. That's
Just,
the
remember,
devil.
just get Isaiah 45:7.
He does
The
both
devil
good
takes
and
life.
bad.
No,
baby.
hey, the devil is the white man. The
The
so-called
devil
white man.
takes life. Some of them
No,
are.
remember what
Some
you
of
said
them
there. And Isaiah 45:7 will clarify everything up.
But God put colors all around us so we would know beauty and good.
Let me ask
Yeah,
you-
but
He
you
re-
don't
he
even. You,
reminds us
you
all
haven't
the
even read the
time,
Bible
this
though.
is good right
All right,
You know we
It's
invented that.
real.
You know we invented that. We,
that
the Aztec
good
people.
Comes, but
We
good
invented.
comes in all.
I
colors.
am good. Did you know that we're
You
angels?
are good.
the-
You
the-
are
the
good.
You got that right,
only-
Isaiah
the
45:7.
only- the
You
only-
guys are good.
The only way you could be good, the only way you could be good is if you follow those laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. Now, do you follow the laws, statutes, and commandments?
She hasn't even read the Bible.
Do you know what sin is? Do you know
I'm
what
a
sin?
sinner, dude.
Yeah, we're all.
If I'm
we
gonna
all
be
are.
anyone, I'm gonna be the Mary Magdalene
45 and
lady
7.
back in the day.
That's
Okay?
that's not a good thing to be though.
No,
Why do you
it's
want to
not.
be like that? Why do you want to be like that?
I'm just telling you who I am.
But
So
why do you
what
want-
if
But
I've been a
but no, but
slut
no.
before in my
Oh,
life?
okay, but that's good
I
because
have my reason.
because you're gonna make it. Because
People were taught sex first, even as children. Okay?
So we're trying to save you.
So-
you just get that scripture real
We're trying
quick.
to save you.
Get that scripture.
This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
So you remember?
Thank you. They work
Hey.
together.
No,
homeboy.
no.
God made evil and good, baby.
That's right.
Yeah. So he kills and he takes and he gives life. He kills and he takes life.
allows it. He does
There you
not
go.
do it. He's
Okay.
Wait,
allowing this to happen.
he's doing
and
it.
we allow these white people to take over and lead us and build all this shit. And now
Yeah, there you
we
go.
want to send them out there
And they're gonna have
and
to
tell
repay
them,
it.
fuck you.
No, we're gonna
You
go.
guys, we don't need you no more.
no.
We don't like you.
We
you
do need 'em.
ruin this land.
They're gonna
we
be
hate
slaves.
You.
They're gonna be slaves. They have to repay us. They have to repay us by what they did to us.
That's hate.
But
That's
you
not
know,
hate. That's
the Most
righteousness.
The Most
That's
High
righteousness. That's a
Just start
balance.
changing things. Just keep standing up and
We're never gonna change things. And do you know that the world's
Just
coming
keep
to an
standing
end?
up and change things. The next white man that comes in your face, don't hate him, love him, and say, you know what? I
No,
don't
I
want
hate
you to
him.
cut that tree
No, I
down,
hate
and I don't want you
Unless
to
he's,
build
unless
that
he's one of these
building.
people.
He wants. The Lord wants me to hate him.
Cannot, the Lord don't want you to hate him.
He just
Lord
said that he
gives life.
creates light and darkness.
The
on.
Lord gives life.
tell you
God
this.
gives life.
But he just read that in the scriptures that he does both.
Hold on, can I tell you this? You know it's a righteous thing to pay back tribulation that has happened to you? You know it's a righteous thing to pay back for something that was done wrong to you. It's a righteous thing for that. Watch,
called
I'll-
justice.
I'll get it right now.
But that's also for the sinners, too.
Yeah, for everybody. Everybody has to get paid back. But right now you have an opportunity.
No, because what happens when people still want life, and you want to take their life from them? You
Oh,
didn't give that life to them.
I don't want to take nobody's life.
When
I
you
can't
make
take
them
nobody's
repay,
life.
how are you going to make somebody pay when they don't
By
want to?
praying and making the Lord do it.
Yeah, that's power, baby. That's just power.
That's real power right there.
That's real power. That you know with your prayer that something could happen to them if
Justice.
they don't change their ways.
Justice.
They might break their own neck just walking down the street.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, that's
You know,
okay.
you know what?
I almost cracked my jaw the other day. It was a trip. Okay,
Okay.
I'm scared of the power.
gotta
I
be-
need
yeah,
to. I
you gotta
never
be
allow
careful.
me or my children to have it unless we used it right. And now I'm coming back and I'm like, I'm ready to accept the power
That
and
makes
stuff.
sense.
Okay, but the Lord, He's the reason for everything. If you slip on a banana peel, the Lord did that.
The Lord did.
Okay?
No.
The Lord
Yeah,
did
He
that.
did.
If you slip on a
No,
banana
he
peel,
didn't. He allowed that to happen to you.
Okay,
Follow
so
him.
let me ask you this: if you're at work and the boss tells your supervisor, make her do this, did your supervisor make you do it, or did your boss make you do it?
Your supervisor did.
But your boss told her to make you do it. That was an order from the most.
But your
up
supervisor
step.
has power. Your supervisor could have said to that person,
And
I
she'll get-
think
that
they're
person will
doing a
get fired.
good job where they're at. Boss, I'm here to help you. That's why you appointed me as your supervisor.
Right.
I'm here to help you, so I'm gonna go ask so and so over here
I think you
to
have
do
too
it
much.
because I know I'm here every day.
You're too much in your feelings.
I'm watching this. I'm watching everything that happens. I'm here every day, sir.
Okay.
You don't even have to go
Okay.
into all of that because that's just too much.
you know why it's called.
Okay, too much is too much.
You know
Okay.
why it's called the scriptures? It's because it's already written down. Everything has already
What you
been
guys
told.
are saying, I'm not gonna survive because I owe a lot of people.
No.
And I'm just trying to do right now.
Well, then you will survive.
Okay.
You-
I don't
hey, long story short-
masturbate no more. I'm trying not to have sex no more.
Hey, but you
And
can.
that's all. You know, even
You
when
can.
it's all that's on my mind, it's pretty
You
sick.
can.
Okay, how
You
about
can, but-
how
but-
about
but-
pork?
When I'm married and with somebody that
Do you know marriage?
finally
Marriage is just sex.
the one that loves me.
Marriage is
Because
defined
love
by the
is
Bible
very
as sex.
important. I don't know how old you all are, but eventually you all should have wives.
I have a
Because
wife and I
that
have
is going
kids.
to put you in so much happiness and so much
Hey,
check
let me tell you. Let me tell
you
you.
won't even
Look at, look
see
at,
half of the
look at.
stuff out here.
I got a decent job. I got a decent benefits and package and everything. I got a wife. I got children. I got my own home. But I'm out here to help you. I don't have to be out here. But I want to be here. I want to help you because I can see that you need help. And you don't have to think about all those negativities.
Are you guys just out here because of this place?
No, we're out here every Friday.
You're out here every Friday.
Every Friday. We've been out here for months. So this was just I see this as a blessing.
Are you guys Jesus superstars?
No, 'cause
Making all
Jesus-
the young girls fall in love with y'all?
Are you falling in love with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
his
that's
name
because we're
wasn't
angels.
Jesus.
But
Because
we're here to save
you're
you.
lovely.
His name wasn't Jesus. Did you know that?
It was Yahushua.
Because look,
And if you pray to that name, you'll get help.
when did the letter J come out? Do you know?
The letter J?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, it came out in the 1400s.
Like this was the Bible, and it was the 1611 edition. Now there's no letter J in here.
Just be careful, guys, okay? Your families come first. Your wife and your children. So that's what
right.
God really wants.
Okay,
Because
now-
He knows that.
Now right here,
He knows there's
there's
somebody that
the reason why
understands
we're out here
you,
is for our
like
families.
every in
Can you-
every
can you
which way
read that word?
possible. Uh-oh,
the
sorry.
one right here. This one.
Jeremiah.
Boom. There you go. But it has an I in front of it, right? But you knew it was supposed to be the letter J.
Can I read this?
No,
real quick?
it was a different kind of like little backwards kind of J. But
Can I read the scripture? real quick?
I hear you. I'm not trying to shut y'all down. Let me hear you out.
All right. This is 1 John 5:3. For this,
That's a good one too.
for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. So that's what love is. That we keep the Most High's commandments.
And so what you're trying to do is love them anyways. So you're loving them anyways.
Loving
And,
God.
and what He said was to come out here and preach on the highways and the byways. The Lord said for the people to go out on the highways and byways and to preach.
You can heal people by
Yeah.
telling them go after their love, by shutting them down when you see that they're at your
The
feet
love
and
for
not
what?
at
The
feet
love
of
for
God,
what, though?
you know?
Love for the
what?
Lord, right?
Love for what?
For who? For what?
Well, for Him,
For the love of the Lord?
Lord, yeah, there you go.
Now it says,
Yeah.
if you love me, keep my commandments.
because He's life. God is life.
Now I have
When
some.
you
I have
love God, you love life.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Now I have some good news for you. You don't
Yeah,
have to
but
do.
following those laws.
You don't have to
statutes,
do
and
anything because you know what?
Yeah, I
Well-
can't talk to both of you guys at once.
Okay, I'm sorry. But you're gonna be saved by not by doing the works, but you know, and it's gonna sound crazy, but a man of the Lord is gonna say that I want her to be my wife, and the Lord's gonna be like, okay, so then boom, you made it, and you might even be saving yourself for a man of the Lord.
Well, I have 3 men to pick from already, and I just think if people would have chosen their love, because sex is one thing that messes men up badly and women. So if you were to get your woman, you would have that kind of close into the love, that part, and you wouldn't have to seek it from everyone, I guess. You wouldn't have to seek it from everyone because you would have it, and you would be so strong in your power because you wouldn't be uplifting the next woman. You're gonna steady be lifting your woman because she is
You already
you
know.
and she is yours. Okay, you would steady be lifting her, and it's the saddest thing because it's so easy to love other people and just one, But you learn how to love people the right way when you're with God. You learn how to love them. It's when
But
you're
the first-
satisfied too, because
first thing-
obviously He gave us our sex stuff, so to be satisfied.
To procreate.
But the first thing,
Yeah, see,
The-
yeah.
the
It's
first-
scary.
but the first thing you gotta learn is the law, statutes, and commandments, and that's how you're gonna act.
That's how you're gonna show it.
act in your ways. That's how you're gonna walk in that path. Because
This
if you
is
don't,
really scary.
because if you don't know sins, if you don't know that you're sinning, you're gonna just be going out, sinning ignorantly. Like, do you know that eating pork is a sin?
Yeah.
You knew that?
Man, that's amazing.
All right.
That's good. All right. Take it
You
easy.
guys have a nice
Hey, are you guys going down to that Christian thing?
No.
We got the
And that was two. But a lot of people are passing by, and then the people that pass by, like those three guys, they're gonna get killed. You know how I know this?
childhood.
Because they totally fucked us up. They're like, you know they're going down to that fucking Christian thing. And so is that woman. So she's already scared. Because that's what a woman should be. Yeah, but she knew a little bit. She was just too much, her heart was going too fast. And that happens a lot.
That's coming out of her own understanding a little bit.
That's crazy. How can you love something that you don't know anything about? How could you say you're a Christian and you never read the Bible?
Yeah, you don't know about sin, you know.
And the Bible's just for men anyways. You guys ready for this? Come back and see. And that was the spirit. And I didn't mean to cut this brother off at that any particular time. But that was the spirit telling me, hey, this is what you got to do. Isaiah 45:7. Because she's contradicted herself. See, and she doesn't have any understanding. And she was scared after she heard the information that contradicts what she believes. And that's a natural response. They were fucking clapping and shit for what? And that was the spirit. Because a woman came up, and I didn't want to tell her, this ain't for you, you're just a woman. And basically I did tell her, I told her, look, I got good news for you. The only way you're going to be saved is if a man of the Lord chooses you. But that dumb female said, I got 3 men to choose from. Those ain't men of the Lord. Those ain't men of the Lord. Sorry. So now she knows that she's in trouble. Is that a closing scripture?
Second Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
And that woman said, you guys are really understanding what you're saying. You guys are really getting into the words and getting into the stuff that needs to be getting into to understand it. Read that scripture again.
It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach.
So that's why I said when those people pass by that, and we asked them, hey, do you guys know the Bible? And they say no, or I told them, hey, you going to that Christian thing? And they say no. They lied. They lied to a prophet. They basically lied to the Lord. So now their ass is going to get destroyed. Man, that's power right there. That's real power. And I'm wondering to myself, what are you going to do when the Lord comes back in a spaceship and destroys your best friend right in front of your face? Kills your children right in front of your face and saves you for last. You got a last scripture?
It says, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
And I got a last scripture too. This is St. Mark 12:33. And to love him with all the heart and with all the understanding and with all the soul and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices. And Christopher Columbus knew that, and he noticed this about our people, the Latino Negroes, and Native Americans, which make the real house of Israel. Want to close it up?
So with that, we're going to say peace and mercy to the elect, and all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadah.
Kal halayim la Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai b'Hashem Rakak Kudash.
And double honors to the elders of Israel.
Double honors to you, apostles of GMS.